Hey, hi everyone. My name is Pawan, and if you've seen my previous videos, you would by now know that I'm trying to record some videos of questions which I think could be asked during interviews. So today I'm going to again go back to JavaScript, and I'm going to cover a question which uh, I think helps you understand the DOM structure and how you do a DOM walking or DOM iteration. So today we'll implement get elements by class name, get elements by tag name. So if somebody asks you this question, this is a pretty similar data structure question, especially if you're doing with if you're working with trees. Uh, as at the end of the day, DOM is again a tree data structure. So we are going to use traversal approach over here, and we need to traverse through all the children, and then add uh, all the elements into an array wherever we have the tag matching for it. So let's first hold an output, which is going to be an empty array, and let's return the output. Now over here, what we're going to do is create a traverse function, which takes node and all it does is it's going to traverse through all the nodes, which is the node itself and also the children, and then try finding out all the elements which have the same tag names. So one thing important is with tag names, you need to ensure that you do the case checking. It has to be case insensitive. So let's store the tag name in a lowercase. So one way is to mutate the tag name itself by making it a lowercase element. And what we will do is we'll check over here if there's no node, then just return, don't do anything. Now, if node exists, which is when we would check now if node tag name to lowercase equals to tag name, then we are going to take the array and we are going to push the node into it. The next step is going to be that we are going to look into the children. So the node will have children and the children will have length property. So we will iterate through all the children and we are going to traverse, we are going to do recursively, we're going to do a recursive approach over here and call the same traverse function again. And this time we're going to pass the node children element, current element as part of the iteration to it. So that's the main function of your traverse. And over here, all you're going to do is call your given element. We are going to pass the given element to traverse function. The reason why we do this over here is we want to ensure that we are checking for the given node and also the children for the tag name. So that's one of the main things over here. And we do this recursively for every element, and we keep pushing into output. We are using a closure over here, and we are just having the function traverse inside the get elements by tag name. Let's try running this code and see what happens. Yeah, so I think one thing important which I missed out is the traverse we should not be checking for the given element, which is the element that is passed, and check for the tag name. We should start only from the children. So the simple way of doing that is over here, we don't do a traverse of element. We are going to do a traverse of all the children of the given element. So execute what was there in the traverse function, but do it for the element and not the node. And now I think it's going to pass all the tests. Very important point that when you create this function, you're not checking for the tag name of element. You're starting from the children of element, and then you're going to check for all the nodes inside it, which is why we had to do this for loop over here before calling the traverse function, because we don't want to check for the existing element. We only want to check for all the children of the element. And let's submit this to see if there's anything that we are missing. So all the tests passed. So this is the get element by tag name, a simple traversal very similar to your tree traversal that you would do as part of your data structure iteration, especially if you're working with trees. Cool. Thank you, folks.